So hens are fed. We just give them their second feed for the day. We always feed them first thing in the morning and around lunchtime, and then maybe around 5 or 6 in the evening as well. So these are the two big feeds of the day for them. They're not actually that hungry. They're just more like having to do something. So far they're going well. Now we just feed them along the ground and in two little trucks just to get them used to where the food is. We just feed them around all the back of the trailer, but this moment these guys they're never that hungry in the middle of the day, but by the evening time they'll have all the food finished off. So just gonna collect some eggs now and see what we've got. So we've got one hen laying in the electrics box. It's not live, don't worry. And hen still laying. 2 eggs. Another egg. We're getting just over 100 eggs a day at the moment from our older hens. They've really started to increase greatly since we've let them out, which is amazing. So hopefully we'll see a great increase in the coming weeks now for our hens. So, eggs collected. There we go. Nice little bucket of eggs. And we'll collect the rest later on in the day. So, in the couple of minutes, 5 minutes maybe it took me to do that. Hens are still eating, but there's no major demand for food. As I said, they're not actually that hungry. But they'll clean it up by later on. Throughout the day, they'll be able to eat little bits of it here and there. Thirsty though, warm weather, birds are thirsty. We've a cool drinking truck we made out of an old expansion tank off our water pump. So they have constant clean water now. We just tip it out, refills itself clean, which is awesome, and they always have water, which is very good. It's a little bit big for them alright, but never have enough water. Cows are out in the field here now too. They're cows and calves are out here grazing away. So as we move the birds every 2 days, they're going to be coming across cow dung basically, and they just rifle through it and they go through it and find any kind of worms and insects that are buried beneath that. They love that. They love getting through it, getting their feet into it and spreading it out. So we're supplementing our feed with some wheat now. We're giving these birds just a little bit of wheat in the middle of the day just to give a variety in the feed, and kind of gives a better finish on the birds I feel as well. Time will tell how it'll do though, but these birds are performing very well still. We just throw the wheat out on the ground. I soak it overnight just to soften it, and I just throw it out on the ground then for them to eat, and they seem to very much enjoy it. Got some really cool coloured birds in this group. Not sure if we can see any. This guy is very friendly, this little black and brown guy. He's a good fun little bird. And we have one that keeps escaping, but we'll get him back in now. Ben is on the job. So we're still on every 3-day moves with the birds. We're going to move these again tomorrow morning. This is their 3rd day here, so we'll move them first thing in the morning again. And that's where they were 3 days ago, and then you can kind of see the circles back behind me then where they were all up along. The ground is recovering pretty quickly here now. We could do with some rain alright, but generally it's pretty good. So I'll just show you where we'll move them to next. It's grass is getting pretty long out here, so they're just trampling a lot of it and just taking the stems off more than anything. But so this will be the next move, just to get close to the gate there. The grass is pretty long. This guy here is getting pretty big and bold. He's out here first thing this morning up here as well. Great thing about these slower growing breeds, they're so agile and so flighty. They're able to do so much more than the breed we ran last year. You would never see any of the breeds we ran last year doing that. I'll say another post, these guys are a lot slower growing, but they're a magnificent bird. They're so agile and so hardy, which is great. So yeah, tomorrow morning we'll move these down here and get them onto some fresh pasture and let this ground here recover. As you can see underneath where they lie at night gets a little bit bald, alright, but that recovers pretty quickly. There's a high intensity of manure on that, and then on the rest of it here it just gets more trampled than anything when the grass is this long. So we'll be running cattle through this field soon enough as well, so that'll take the grass all down a little bit and make it maybe a little bit more palatable for them to pick through as well. I haven't given many video updates actually of this batch in the brooder here. Ben is coming in and investigating as well. But the guy here. Tomorrow they're going to be 3 weeks old tomorrow, so we're moving them out to pasture tomorrow. We have the pen set up. They're all gone very big. We haven't just moved them onto growers now. Grower feed, which is not crumb, it's just a pelleted feed. But they've all feathered up very well. This is a very flighty bunch. But I must say, we didn't clean out this house. We just left the floor that was in it from the last batch, and it's really performed so well actually. I've lost no birds, which is amazing. Generally you always lose birds in a brooder, but this new breed that we're using is it's amazing. They're so hardy, they're so tough. So we've somehow lost no birds, which is amazing. And they're looking really good, well feathered up and ready for the great outdoors for the rest of their time. So we're soaking the wheat overnight just to soften up for the birds so they can eat it better. So all set up for birds here tomorrow. We got our netting up. Just need to bring up the mobile fencer and electrify it. And then we didn't put wheels on these because I can't get wheels at the moment, which is a pity. We have a leak here as well. See to that. So yeah, we're all set up anyway. We haven't got wheels on these, as I said, because we need to get wheels, and we haven't got any wheels because we're all everyone's in lockdown. So for the moment I'm just going to make up a little dolly and I'll take them down and pull the dolly along, and we bring them all down the field that way then. Yeah, looking forward to getting these birds out and getting them introduced to some very long pasture. This chicken tractor was actually out here in this spot all winter, and that see-through sheeting was actually sitting over this part here, and it just acted like a greenhouse basically. All this grass has gone to seed, which is which is amazing. But yeah, there's lots of pastures, lots of adventures for these birds to have when they first come out, so really looking forward to that. We got our water set up. I think it's actually leaking a bit, so it needs a little bit of adjustment. So our first potatoes are starting to come up. I've never actually grown potatoes for years, so I'm very excited to see. There's also lots of weeds coming up in this bed, but yeah, looking forward to some potatoes. And our onions are actually coming up through the netting, so I must bring this netting up a little bit, but that's basically an onion. Let's get a better look. Yeah, here we go. Lovely. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of info we give you on how we produce your food, and you can tune in. We put up a video, probably try to put up one maybe once a week or that. We'll see how busy we are and try to arrange the topics a little bit, but if you keep tuned you'll see more videos on our Facebook and stuff about the chickens going out tomorrow and stuff as well. So again, thanks for tuning in and hope you enjoyed.